But dicks, there's quite a difference between the flaccid and the hard.
Dude, I remember
the hard is threatening.
I saw 28 Days Later in the theater, right? And there's the opening scene.
Fucking awesome movie.
You see Cillian Murphy. He sees dick for like 2 seconds. I was in the theater.
Was that enough time for you?
I need hours. I need miles of dick. Like dick, all the time. People walked out of the fucking theater.
Because of the dick?
Just because of the 2 seconds of dick.
Whoa, who walked out of that theater?
I was in Laverne, California.
You know what? That's a dick junkie. That's what they just showed him a line of meth and he couldn't take it. That's what that was.
It's that line between love and hate. It's your point about interracial porn in the South, right?
Yeah.
I quoted that to Ice-T the other day. He thought that was fucking funny, man.
That's
Never
cool.
in my life did I think I'd be quoting Joe to Ice. Like, what the fuck, man, right? It's fucking
That's
weird.
hilarious.
Do you ever think we'll see like old school, like when webcams first came back on or into video games, where you used to be able to like take a photo of your face and then put you on like a Tony Hawk character or something like that? Do you think we're going to see that again?
I'm sure they're working on that kind of stuff for Kinect so that I can put my balls on my character's face.
Exactly. Or Gears of War, because like, you think with the Kinect, like the
could
grid.
you do that? Like paste a bunch of dicks to your head in the game and have
can,
it right around
yeah.
with a million dicks poking out of your head?
Well, you have a meter that fills up and they're all flaccid and you unleash the rage and they all go boing at once, right?
Really? Yeah, why not?
It would probably have some dick detector to make sure you don't do that.
If we've thought it up right now, someone else beat us to it.
Yeah.
Somebody else thought about doing that and probably has already done it. Yeah.
I think they've
you've
probably
seen
already done
those,
it.
that subset of Japanese pornography where it's like the girls being torn apart while they're shitting and with dicks
Yeah,
on
with
their, like,
alien, with like octopuses with
like
dicks.
nipples
yeah.
that are dicks and stuff. And
What the fuck?
I was in fucking Akihabara in Japan. They have these little shops that are like, the stairways are only so wide that one person can make it through. And it's these little porn stores, and there's like 6 floors. And the first floor is just kind of like, haha, little schoolgirls naked. And as you go up, it gets worse and worse and worse. It's like the Dante's Inferno levels of hell, right? And you get to the top, and it's like stuff you can't unsee. You're like, what subset, like, it's the same thing with, like, the David Carradine shit, where, like, the autoerotic asphyxiation.
Right.
At what point is jerking off that boring?
Yeah.
That you need to, like, almost die to make it fun.
Or they killed David Carradine and said, what's the best way to kill this guy and make it look completely ridiculous? Well, let's just strangle him and then hang him and put his dick out and put him in a fucking wetsuit, and make him look like a priest. There was a priest that died. It was, he had a black dildo up his ass. He was wearing a full scuba wetsuit, and he stuffed this dildo up his ass and then died and strangled to death from autoerotic asphyxiation.
Wow.
And the first thing I thought of is, if I was going to kill a priest that molested me, what I would probably do is choke him to death and then hang him and then put a black dildo up his ass and put him in a fucking wetsuit.
I love the adjective. It's not a pink one. It's not a purple one.
It was black.
There's something about
a black dildo. It was deep up his ass.
That's the drink I want to make. Is the black cock, and you get it double straight up, extra stiff, right?
I guarantee you that's a murder. I guarantee you that's an unsolved murder. That preacher with the
or
dildo
the
up
preacher's
his ass.
jerking off one day and he's like, "This isn't
working. Enough."
And then like cut to flash forward to 6 months later, and he's got the dildo in his ass. He's like, it's not fucking working. It's
the scuba
wetsuit.
It seems to me like there's an easier way to choke yourself if you had like a tie and just started twisting it.
Yeah, because once you were affixing it to something up high, then
why do you need to do that?
never ends well.
Well, it's about the suicide in it, in the act, I think.
But they're not trying to kill themselves.
Well, no, but the having an orgasm is like, the French call it
the little death.
Yeah. And it's like linking the two together so close ups the ante. Not that I know exactly.
Yeah, you got a little red around your neck there, buddy.
You just hit us with a psychological point that I never even considered.
But there's always like that one kid in high school that like dies that way, and it's got to be hard enough to lose a kid. But imagine fucking coming home and finding that, like,
so sad.
That's why you should just use one of those like blood pressure things that like wrap up on your arm that you can get free, like at CVS. Just wear it around your neck and just turn it on.
Yeah, maybe a squeeze.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And then it will
What
help
if
you
it
out.
kills you? What if it doesn't let go? You got to let that thing go. You're better off with the tie.
It's 30
'Cause if
seconds.
you just twist the tie until you're about to go out, and then
but with the blood
and then when
pressure
you let
thing,
it go, the tie will unravel.
you're multitasking, so you're not only keeping track of your health.
Yeah.
And then you can
You're
check.
not going to get an accurate reading. You got your dick in your hand, fingers up your ass.
It's gonna be
This
elevated.
is not your normal resting heart rate. You're in an elevated state
really
right here.
excited.
But I think the more safe it is, the less fun it is.
Yeah, I think you got a point there. I think there's something about the choking yourself, the hanging, where you're like, I'm so dirty, I'm hanging while I'm beating off with a wetsuit on.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
like the
a
honey
nut.
badger. He don't give a shit. That shit.
Best internet meme ever.
Dude, fucking.
It's one of my favorite internet memes.
Watch out, that bird. Fucking I'm like, that guy needs a development deal right now for the Discovery Channel.
The dopest part of that video is when the honey badger fucks up the cobra but gets stung, and so he's eating it, and then he blacks out from all the venom.
And he's laying there looking like a fat Al Bundy. Like...
Yeah, dirty, covered in dirt, laying there with his stomach up in the air, and then shakes out of it, and an hour later just fucks that snake up some more. Like, the venom just went right through his fucking insane little system.
So you think about it in the grand scheme of like 90s video, we had a fucking bandicoot, a hedgehog. Where was the fucking honey badger?
I know. They fucked up.
That goes back to the Neo problem. You could not make a video game about a fucking honey badger because he cannot be killed and he takes everything down. Like, what's the kryptonite to a fucking honey badger, right?
They fuck up cobras. Cobras are stinging him going, yeah, bitch, what about that? He's like...
Wasn't there a shot in there of him, like, with like a lion or some shit? Like, fuck you, lion. Yeah. The lion's like, I ain't fucking with the honey badger.
Yeah, everything's afraid of those fucks.
He's like the Joe Pesci of the animal kingdom. Yeah. Little fucker don't give a shit, right?
The Wolverine is another badass.
Yeah, have you seen this new Wii U that was just announced?
Did they unveil it?
Yeah.